見たでしょ。
ん？
たった今見えたでしょ。
まさかな。今朝まで酒飲んでたしな。
ねえ。ねえ、みんな今見たでしょ、岩山や砂漠を。あ、これだわ。ねえ、どここれ？
デスバレー？
デスバレー。
After crossing paths with the secret organization, former basketball player Noera and young biker Marcia get involved in an out-of-this-world mystery when they steal an enigmatic orb that tells them to travel to Death Valley. The two of them spend their adventure trying not to be caught by the organization and learn the deeper mysteries of what they're involved with, bit by bit. Coming back to another work by Mihizo Nishikubo, I was much more pleasantly surprised this time around than with my experience with Digital Devil Story. This time around he made some much more pleasant decisions, which never came across as mean-spirited, but instead used his talents to extend the energy of the feature. It's brimming with personality, and I was honestly surprised how much I liked it. Admittedly, I was caught off guard when the whole story turned science fiction, but I think anime is one of the few forms of submedia that can get away with clashing genres, like Miami Vice-style action and sci-fi together. It's a neat little adventure road trip that manages to be nice and tightly edited due to its 45-minute running time, so there's no fat that needs to be trimmed. The OVA clearly has a love of Steven Spielberg, having the plot of normal people thrown into extraordinary situations, along with the fact that they reference Close Encounters of the Third Kind at least 3 times through the story. When I say you get exactly what you expected from something like California Crisis, I genuinely mean that in the best possible way. It's a fun, zany thrill ride that doesn't wait for anyone and manages to find a sweet spot between off-kilter and easily accessible. For the pros, it has a unique sense of style with the use of dark outlines, shadows, and high-contrast colors. The fire looks especially cool when things explode and how smooth it moves. As said before, Nishikubo uses his talents much better than he did in Digital Devil Story. His love of dark shadows against vibrant color looks extremely good here. Noera is a fun protagonist to run around with. Not really being inherently heroic, but human enough to do the right thing, and Marcia is cute and full of energy to keep the plot active. They also have good chemistry, and it helps keep your interest. Plus, any romantic feelings between the two are thrown away in one quick scene, especially considering the fact that Marcia is supposed to be about 14. And the music is fun and a highlight reel of the most creative parts of 80s pop. It's especially good during a chase scene in the middle of the movie. For the cons, I may catch some flack for saying this, but the OVA might have really benefited from an English dub. The Japanese sounds perfectly good, but an English dub might have helped give the OVA a more authentic feel. Typically, dubs for anime with a Western feel work really well, and I feel like this was a missed opportunity. Honestly, the mystery behind it all isn't that interesting. The OVA actually ends a little too swiftly in my opinion. It might have actually benefited from more of an epilogue kind of ending. And in a time of nostalgia for the 80s, it might come across as annoying to some who are sick of the aesthetic, as it is very, very 80s. Recommended watch? Yeah, I would say so. There's nothing quite like California Crisis. It's bursting with energy through the soundtrack, colors, and characters, and wears its love of American action movies of the time like a badge of honor. It's not going to be deep at all. It's schlock, but it's likable schlock. But it's likable schlock that doesn't push itself too far. If you're looking for something fun, this is a great fun. California Crisis isn't currently licensed, but you can find movies and series like it, such as Riding Bean or Lupin III, at RightStuffAnime.com, Funimation.com, SentaiFilmWorks.com, and DiscoTechMedia.com. Stay classic.